So, what's up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing, welcome back to another Zombies video where today we look at the top 5 hardest maps, in my opinion, in all of Call of Duty Zombies. As always, if you enjoy the video, a like rating would be very much appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Just before we get into this, I want to thank you all so much for 350,000 subscribers. I feel like I want to do something, but I'm not exactly sure what. If you guys know, if you guys want me to do something special for 350,000 subs, let me know in the comments section below. But without further ado, when you're ready, here we go. So these, in my opinion, are the top 5 hardest maps in all of Call of Duty Zombies. At least for the average player. If you're a pro at Zombies, maybe you don't find some of these hard. It also obviously depends on how much you've played them. If this is your first time, then these really are the maps that you're gonna wanna avoid until you are used to Zombies and know how the mechanics work. But nevertheless, even if you're a pro Zombies player, I think we can all agree that these are at least a little bit difficult, even if you're the best. Out of all the maps we've got in COD Zombies, these for me are the hardest. So anyway, coming in at number 5, it was very difficult to pick between the two, but this is Transit or Nuketown. Now obviously with Transit, one of the most unliked maps in Call of Duty Zombies, one of the most hated, and I have to say one of the worst. That's in a lot of people's opinions. There must be a lot of things wrong with this map in order for it to be one of the most hated. And I think one of these things is the fact that it is so hard, especially for beginners. If you're starting out on this map, and the fact that Transit is the first map that you get on disc with Black Ops 2, it actually is a difficult map to play. Combined with all of the other bad things about it, it really doesn't make the situation any better. Between the fog, there are about 4 or 5 different areas you can go to, and each area is different. But also each area is just really bad for training. The only exception you could say is Town, but then the problem with that is the fact that there are no weapons that you can buy there, so if you run out of ammo, you're screwed. And also, just to clarify, I'm not on about the survival mode, I'm actually on about Transit Green Run itself, not just Town as a standalone map. It'd probably make it a little bit easier if we had a decent wonder weapon, but as we know, the Thrusterdyne Aeronautics 2023, whatever that thing's called. No, just in total, there's just a lot of things that make this map difficult. The training area, the fog, the denizens, the Avogadro, the poor wonder weapon, the bus taken off without you, Ted swearing at you. What's going on? You've got to expect Transit to come in on this list. But then to counter that, we have Nuketown Zombies. Admittedly, I think this is a little bit easier, but then again, when I played this for the first time, I thought it was a little bit harder. Just because Nuketown is such a close quarter map, there's really no area, or actually there's probably one decent area that you can train, but then you rely on when your perks come. If the Pack-a-Punch doesn't end up coming until late, or Juggernog, you're basically screwed. Like I said, the training area is really tight, the zombies can come from anywhere, so you do have to be very skilled to be good on this map, but if you are good, you can get to high rounds. You just have to be a skilled player. I don't know, let me know in the comments section below which between these two maps would you pick for number 5, or maybe you wouldn't. Let me know your top 5 maps in the comment section below. But getting into number 4, I can say this with confidence, I've got to put Shangri-La. I really do not like playing this map. It looks freaking beautiful, but it's such a tight map. There's really no good training areas, which makes it really quite a hard map to play. I honestly don't think it's very noob friendly. If you're new to the game, this map can go quite hard on you, with the monkeys coming stealing your perks, the Screecher, the Napalm Zombie. I think it's just the fact that it's a really tight map to play, and there's not really one specific area where you can train. In the end, you've really just got to run around the map or stay in the center. I think that's your best bet. Although there are a few escape routes. You could take the water fountains, the minecart, which I think is the reason why it's not come lower down on the list. But hey, there we go. For me, the 4th worst map in Call of Duty Zombies. Coming in at number 3 is Verrupt. This is one of my favourite maps in all of Call of Duty Zombies. There's just something about it, the eerie, scary, dark vibe that I get from this map. I freaking love it, but I can also understand that it is a hated map in the community for the fact that it's so hard to do. Really, unless you're playing with more than one player, you can't stay in one spot on this map. What you have to do is run around the whole map because it's in a circular shape. You just have to run around the whole map training zombies. That's your best bet for survival. But it's a difficult map because the zombies can spawn in front of you, behind you, literally from everywhere. So you've always got to be on your toes. The fact that we don't have a good wonder weapon, the Winter's Howl, is really not the best, but it doesn't help on a map like Erupt. I honestly can't see why too many people don't like it. I freaking love it. For some reason, I love it. I mean, maybe it's that door that you can buy for 750 points and you get the freaking bar for 5,000 points that you can't use. Then we had this map remastered in Black Ops 3, although I'm actually not tending to look on the remasters. I want to look at the originals because I think the remasters are a little bit easier. But even with that, it's still quite a difficult map. I can see where a lot of people are coming from. There are still times, even when I love this map, I think it's difficult. It's just really tight. There's no room in the corridors for you and the zombies. So you've basically just got to run and gun. That's exactly what it is. That's all I want to say about number 3. Let's get on to number 2, and this is Nacht der Untoten. Now, I was really struggling between number 1 and 2. Really, I think they could have gone either way. Number 1 could have gone at 2, number 2 could have gone at 1. But I've put Nacht der Untoten at number 2 because I honestly do think it is a little bit easier. Now, there are some decent training spots you can do on this. The only disadvantage is the fact that there is no Juggernog. On the original version, all you have is Mule Kick, no other perks, no Juggernog, no double tap, no speed cola, quick revive. Basically, you have your one chance, you have 2 swipes, and you're down. You really do have to be careful. Now, you can get the Thunder Gun, which is good, but as we know, what a lot of people do is they go up to the top floor and just wait right at the corner of that room and just camp there and just wait for the zombies to come for you and obliterate them. Throw a monkey bomb if you want to get out, or just shoot the Thunder Gun. Even though that's not very fun, that's probably one of your best chances of surviving. I mean, it's a small map, so for being the smallest map in Zombies, you would expect it to be hard, and that's exactly what it is. This is a hard map. Now, of course, we had it remastered back in Black Ops 3, and honestly, it is a lot easier with the Wonderfizz machine, with the new weapons that we get. It is a easy map. Honestly, I don't even know if Nacht der Untoten would make it onto this list if we only had it in Black Ops 3. If this was a new map for Black Ops 3, I don't even think I'd put it in at number 5. But just looking at the original, which is what I'm doing for all of these maps, it's difficult, it's hard, it's small, it's honestly quite scary as well. It's not usually a map I tend to play much, but I think my highest round is probably something like 30, so I mean, for the second hardest map in Zombies, that's not too bad. But right now, in the comment section below, I want you to take a guess at what number 1 could be. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. What, Eli, what do you want about? Pause the video right now. Let me know in the comments section below what you think number 1 will be. Don't cheat. Okay, you done? You ready? Okay. Number 1 for me has to be 5. I remember back in the Black Ops 1 days on my Xbox 360 playing with one of my other friends. We'd play together, and all we'd do is play 5. Now, of course, at the same time, there was Kino der Toten, but at that time, I was probably about 12, 13. I thought Kino was a scary map, just the dark, eerie vibe. I hated the freaking Nova 6 crawlers. So for that reason, I really didn't play Kino der Toten too much. 5 was the map I went to. The thing I loved about 5 was the elevator. Literally, all I'd do is get up to the elevator, go down. After that, not much more would happen because I'd die because it's a freaking difficult map. I can't even recall me ever making it to the basement of the map, ever. At least with the friend I was playing with. Nowadays I can, but back then, it was fun, I'm not gonna lie. The elevator made it a ton of fun, but it was a difficult map. The Pentagon Thief is an arse. The freaking Wonder Weapon, the freaking, I don't want the Winter's Howl. Get that out of here. The fact that there's really no training spots. I know a lot of people love to train, or should I say the only training spot really is the main area when you go down the elevator by the teleporters near the Pack-a-Punch room. But for a lot of people, this is a hard map, and actually is the hardest map in Zombies. There really is nowhere you can camp. In fact, actually, there's nowhere you can camp on this map. You have to be running all the time. And when you are, it's really easy to get caught on something, a desk or freaking somewhere where you're not looking where you're going, and the zombies can get you. And then you've got the Pentagon Thief to deal with, where he just comes out, steals your freaking decent weapon, whether it's the ray gun, a pack-a-punched weapon. Freaking Arse comes out and steals that. Then you've got to start everything over again. It's just everything about this is annoying. It's really not a fun map to play, and I think that's the main thing about it. The Nova 6 and the basements are really annoying, so I tend to stay away from there. Just everything about this is hard. And if you take a look at the pattern here, it's all of the close quarter type maps. Shangri-La, Rourke, Nuketown and Totem 5. The only exception really is Transit, but 5 is just 5. It's 5. The reason it's called 5 is because they didn't expect us to get past round 5. Well, guess what, Treyarch? You were right. I can't get past round 5. I have a couple of times, but not too many. It's because I don't play it. Okay, I do. I'm just making excuses. Anyway, those for me are my top 5 worst maps in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Of course, there are other maps that maybe you guys find difficult. I know some people don't like Die Rise. A lot of people don't like Origins. But in my opinion, these are my top 5 hardest. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. A like rating would be very much appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. And also click that little bell notification icon. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.